Hi, it's the Stoic Softie here. Today I'm going to be looking at the book Start With Why, How Great Leaders Inspire Everyone to Take Action by Sinek. This book has got some great ideas which can help us become better leaders of ourselves and of other people. So number one is carrots and sticks. There are two ways to motivate action. There is manipulation and there is inspiration. Great leaders inspire people to take action regardless of external rewards and incentives. Cash incentives work well for increasing effort in mundane physical labor, like digging a ditch more quickly or moving heavy things from one field to another field. But for any other kind of task which requires creativity, initiative, or any of the other human abilities, cash incentives are shown to be demotivating. This could be because we begin to associate doing the task with getting the money. We begin to believe that that's why we're doing it, rather than seeing the task as gratifying in its own right. This means that really great leaders inspire those that they lead. They're able to create a vision and clearly communicate why they're doing something, so much so that people want to follow them. So number two is the golden circle. When you think about it, a lot of people can easily tell you what they do. They can tell you they're a doctor, a mechanic, an actor. They could even tell you a little bit about how they do what they do. However, when it comes to why, it might become more difficult. Ask yourself why you get out of bed in the morning. Why do you do what you do? And why should anybody care about that? In the book, Sinek gives the example of Apple. He describes their why as challenging the status quo, as thinking differently. So under that umbrella, they can release lots of different products and services which are all unified behind that one why. It makes them seem congruent in why they're doing that. And this also has the impact of adding more value to their products. Number three is be unique. When we describe our product or service purely in terms of its features and benefits, we encourage people to see it as a commodity. A commodity is something that we have purely for practical reasons, just to fill that one need. When a product or service is seen as a commodity, we begin to assess it purely on empirical evidence. Begin to talk about what you do in terms of why you do it. If you provide a product or a service, begin by explaining why you do what you do, and then afterwards describe the benefits and the unique features of that service or product. So number four is win hearts and minds. People trust leaders who can easily communicate their why. When we understand why someone's doing something, they seem congruent and clear in their actions. We understand that overriding purpose. When we communicate our why to other people, they trust us more. People begin to feel trust when they feel that we're interested in something other than just serving ourselves. When you've got a well-formed why and you clearly communicate why you're doing something, it will become clear that you're not just in it for yourself. So communicate your why clearly to other people and win the hearts and minds of others. So number five is values as verbs. Because we want to live by our values and because we want to act on them every single day, rather than having values that are static words such as honesty, integrity, communication, we can write these values as actionable sentences. So rather than the value of just integrity, we could have always do the right thing. Rather than the value of communication, we could have actively listen with respect. These allow people to know what they need to do in order to live that value. Apply this to the values that you feel are most important to you, and it can give you a list of actions and ways that you'd want to live your life. And number six is know why, achieve more. How do you measure your level of success? There are so many different areas to life. Which one is most important? How do you know which one to prioritize most? When we measure our success by only one metric, it's easy for our lives to become out of balance. It could be like sacrificing an important relationship in order to gain more status. Or it could be sacrificing our health so that we can earn more money. When we know what our why is and we keep that in mind, it allows us to ensure that all areas of our life are helping us to move towards the point that we want to get to. It reminds us of what's most important so that we won't get distracted by all the different metrics and all the different things we can measure in our lives. Ask yourself why first and you will achieve more. So finding out what your why is requires reflection, and it is deeply personal. A lot of people find that it relates to the stories that they tell themselves about their childhood and the stories they tell other people about their childhood. Once you've clarified what your why is, the challenge is staying true to that through the journey that you make on your life. Okay, that was my top 6 ideas from the book Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Leave me a comment, let me know what you thought. Click subscribe and turn on notifications because I will be uploading more videos in the future. So until next time, keep living life and love learning. Bye-bye.